Well, hello and welcome back. Hope all has been well. Let's get on to it. So today I think I'm gonna start with the awesome shop. I did save up 17 tickets. Let's get the indoor lighting. Going to need the gates, the windowed walls, as well as the catwalks. Those are the things that I want, and I know that I needed 17 tickets for it, so I've been saving up. And also in the previous episode I completely forgot to take a look at the hard drive, so let's come and do that now. We got bio coal, using biomass in order to get coal, really good. Then alloy ingot, this is going to take copper ore and iron ore to make iron ingot. I don't think that's going to be so useful. We don't have a refinery, so I'm not even going to bother with that one. Let's take the coal. Can always get a vehicle started up and running if something does happen alongside the road. So under sulfur, let's see what can we get. Luckily I did bring some. Oh my goodness, I did bring some coal back. Let me just walk instead of run, because holy bugger, that is crazy. Let's get some black powder, and the next thing is going to be the Nobilisc detonator. I really want to get this, but in order to do it we are going to have to go and set up steel production. So I already went ahead and built down the truck stations just to save up a bit of time. Let's go take a look at it. There's two pure coal nodes that I was using in order to do this. And then if I look at my map over here, down this side is where the steel production is going to be. And I'm going to be moving the iron over there as well. I'm going to switch off this factory, as well as what we are producing over here by the smart plating one, and then move everything over to here. I'm going to pick up the ores and smelt them there as needed, and if I'm already done with the smelting and there's still ores in the truck station left, I'm going to route it around so that we can boost the steel production. And later on we're also going to have to come and expand on our power usage. So all of the truck stops are done. Let me just get on to it. I only realized now that I never completely did the roof. But nonetheless, the coal is being loaded, the truck route is already running. I'm just gonna have to run out that side myself. Here comes the truck. Hey there buddy, also painted in black since they're only driving around the coal. So let me run over that side. So now then, welcome to the steel factory. Coal is going to be delivered on that side. We got two coal miners on that side doing 120 each. And that rock over there, I don't really need to blow it down because there's no iron under there. I did try and take a look, and for some reason I was mistaken to think there's 3 nodes this side. But it doesn't really matter at all. So let's go under production, get our foundries. Just get it placed on like this. I think it's just a bit easier to make sure that I have enough space here at the back to do everything that I need. Get that one placed on there. We're going to need 5 foundries in total, as well as 5 constructors, 2 doing steel pipe, and the other 3 are going to do our steel beams. Get you placed down. Let's do all of the lifts real quick. So all of these are just going to have splitters on them. I'm going to run everything manual fault, and that's going to be the last factory this side that we're going to do that. And from there on we're going to start actually getting everything divided up and done the way it should be done. So I know that I accidentally placed these as marked 1, and that's not going to help out quite a bit if we try and load these machines real quick. So this gives me an excuse to quickly use one of my new catwalks. Oh, looking so good. Really do like that one. So let's come and get our splitters down for all of these machines for the coal. I think right here should be fine. Yes, if I can run past there at the side, I should be good. So just get all of these snapped in place. Sure that they're all correct. May as well do this one. It's just something that I like using the splitters and mergers for. We go over to a belt mark 2, just get them all connected up. Over that side as well. Thank goodness I could make that jump. So I'm not sprinting really. Oh wait a minute, that was almost incorrect. Get you. Could be easier doing it backwards, but oh my goodness, there's so many things in your vision that you can't really see where you are going. Okay, that's going to be it. That's everything for coal. No, it's not everything for coal. We still have to bring the coal down this side. So if we head over to a conveyor lift, going to make it a Mark II. That is not going to be in line, or is it? Okay, it does seem to be. And just reverse the direction, because we need to have it feeding into there. Does look nice and straight, and just feed it into that side. So looking good. That is going to be all of our coal feeding in, all of the iron as well. So all we need to do now is just connect these up to power. That's going to make quite a difference. Okay, so that one is connected up. Just get them right next to the side. All of the connections is on the left hand side of the machine. Two down there. Let's just connect you up that side and then over to there. Now that should give power to this thing. Going to need steel ingots. Just copy and paste everything over. I was searching for the iron again. Wrong buttons. Okay, so these two machines here at the left, they're going to be split differently. And all of these on the right hand side are going to be merged together. So let me just get this done correctly. This merger is going to flow over towards the right hand side. And then from there it's going to flow towards us. This is the only one that's going to get a merger. And this one is going to be a splitter. Now then, to do the steel pipes, we only need, I think it's a total of 60 to come out this side. So I'm going to have to add a Mark II belt over there. And just slow it down on this side for what material it does send out. And then let's just continue along with this. That is going to be all of the ingots being divided up. Let's go over to our constructors. So this is the one that's going to be a tiny bit difficult to place down. Because if I bring it over towards me, there's no real place that I can actually put it to try and get this conveyor lift to just merge directly into it. Oh no, wait a minute, that will actually work. I did try this before when I was testing and I just couldn't get this belt aligned. So that is really good. Glad that worked out now. Get the other lifts, bring down the splitters, and just connect them up with Mark II belts. Okay, that's going to be good. So these are going to be steel beams. I'll take a look at the recipe now. We are only going to get 15 out, but it requires 60 ingots. That is a lot of it. So the most of the production that's being used up there should go to this side. Just get them all placed down and just merge them together. And then facing out towards us is going to be the last merger. Just still gonna go with the Mark II belts. I do have more than enough reinforced iron plates. So that is going to be it for that production. Just need to connect it all up to power. Where can I get the pole? Just out here towards the left. Come on. Just snap there. Now that is not the correct way of doing it. Get it placed down in between the machines should be a little bit easier. So you connect it over that side and over there. So as soon as these machines start filling up, that should start to work. And then let's get the steel pipe production done. Try and get this machine directly in line. Come over this side and do exactly the same thing. I think it needs to go just that one further. Get you placed down, and then over here we're gonna need another splitter. And since that machine is in line, we can just go and copy everything over. And it should be good. That should be it for the steel production then. What's going on with this one? Should be a splitter. A merger. Got no idea what's going on with this one. Is this constructed the wrong way around? Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness, okay. That's something I didn't realize. Means you must always make sure about how you place down your machines. And I know I'm always struggling to find the buttons over here because I'm trying to not really take my time on this and just get everything done as quick as I can. but I should actually slow down a bit. Let's get this wired up as well. In between there. No, that one is wrong. I want to try and get them decent the first time so I don't have to come back every time and just redo it. Okay, so that should be good for this side. I'm gonna get the lifts for this one and just merge them all together. Leading out towards that side over there. Just another Mark II belt. So 572, we're not doing too bad over there. But for some reason we're not loading up. Oh, wait a minute, that is why. I never finished the belts over here. That was a silly mistake. This could have run already. Oh my goodness, okay. Well, small mistakes. At least I caught it early so I can still do most of the production that I need. And then from over the side, let's connect you towards there. Try and get this entire grid powered. And everything is starting to look good. So then over here by this railing, this is where I want to place down the container. Just get it flipped around. And the way that I want to place it down is with this little hook. Just barely going over the rail. Just think it looks a bit better. And this third container is going to be for the encased industrial beams that we're going to build later on. So let me just get back up here real quick. Now we need to bring everything into storage. The way I'm going to do it, I'm just going to drop that one down by 1. I think I should still go with the Mark II belts there. Go 1, 2. And then you can just bring it in there. Conveyor lift is not going to be messing around there too much. Then from this side, go down directly in line with that. Go back 2 spaces, lift it up, just make sure it's level. And then go over that side. And that is going to be it for our steel production. Nice. Thank goodness that is done. And everything is working. So all I need to do now is wait for a bit of material. I think if I remember correctly, we need something like 500 steel beams and 700 of the steel pipes in order to get everything unlocked in the map. But I'm just going to wait a tiny bit to get everything I need in order to unlock that progression for the Logistics Mark III, and then we'll continue onwards. Okay, looking good. So I didn't mess around for too long. I did come and place down some windows around the buildings here just to take a look at what I might want to do with the buildings. I'll still have to get the, I think it's the concrete pillars, the one that you can use to get a much better arch to where you want to walk around from.
Milestone
So Logistics Mark III, that is something I definitely needed. Then also we're going to need the Obelisk detonator, and I never made anything for it. Luckily I do have some coal as well as some sulfur. So let me just come and craft them up real quick. Black powder. And back to the sulfur we go. Obelisk detonator. Oh, can't wait to get this thing. Expanded tool belt. This is something I also want to come and get. Under alien organisms, we're going to need 500 steel beams to get another expanded tool belt. Could help out quite a bit. So I already researched everything over there. We can do the crystal oscillators. And afterwards we can come and get this vehicle. Maybe I'll even make some. I should have enough components on me. Yeah, let me do this real quick. Okay, so I do hope that that is going to be enough in order to unlock it as well as build it. Let's come and take a look. The Explorer. Oh, this is going to be good. And we do have a bunch of coal over here, so let's just grab 100. Let's see, can I even build this vehicle? No, because I need to get some motors. Add to the to-do list. Let's come and see. Will I even be able to do this? Need to make heavy modular frames. What do I need for that? Unfortunately, I can't even build it yet. That is going to be at advanced steel production. So quite interesting though. Okay, so I had to make a tiny amount of changes here to the to-do list. We're gonna do unlock hub progress, expand power, and then we're gonna have to build the encased industrial beams. But for now, I do think I need a tiny bit more wire. Okay, I'm completely full. So let's come and see what can we do here in the hub. Add everything in there, steel pipes, rotors, concrete, and don't send it away yet, because I think we can almost do this one as well. And that should leave me with enough steel beams in order to do the conveyor system there for the coal generation. Hopefully. Let's come and see. I just need to keep a bit for myself as well. Really stop running everywhere. Way too quick now. Go expanded infrastructure.
Milestone reached.
And then we go over to advanced steel production. Get this one. And
Milestone. An additional.
I think that should be it. Blueprints are gonna be up next, but I'm gonna have to get quite a bit more things for this one. But I'll put it in there. We can end it off with that one. So that's going to be unlock hub progress. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? Let's get you ticked off. Expand power we're gonna do now. And let's just say build encased industrial beams. Alright, that looks good. So what do I have in my inventory? I still got a bunch of these pipes and I'm not going to be using them. Because the only things that I really need is going to be the beams. So let's try and get a couple extra tickets over here. I already got 3, so that quartz factory is really doing its job over there. So what I will be doing now is quickly heading out there towards the coal plant generation. And then let's go and expand the power network. Okay, so then just to save a bit of time I went around the map to just go and collect a lot more material over here. The thing is, what we're going to have to do does look to be the lower belt that I'm going to have to upgrade. So let's head over to a belt mark 3, get this one up there, get you on that side. Just come and do the belt here at the back as well. Then let's head over this side. So that one is going to stay the way it is. Going to need the lift mark 3 as well, and everything is going to be brought around this side. So I just placed a couple of things down in order to save us a bit of time here, because you did see how it was built there in the first place. So I've got 2 extra water extractors running from that side, putting the water in from over there. So this side we're going to need a mark 1 belt. That's going to be a mark 2, and I think this one can just be a mark 2 as well. And I'm just going to place this one as a mark 3, and then also a mark 3 running around that side in order to connect up to here. But it's going to tell me that the belt is a little bit too long, so let's just bring it around. Maybe this side, just need to make sure that it's high enough. And get you over there, just get the correct bend that I need. I think that should be fine. Then let's connect it up. So that's going to be about 300 running over this way to fill up these machines. And the only thing that I'm going to need to do is just add them onto power over there. This is going to be a little bit tight to walk through, so please do excuse it, but I do need to connect them up. Sorry about that. So let's come and take a look. Everything is starting to fill up on coal, really good. And just pre-fill this machine. So what we are left with is having to do the pipeline. Let's bring it out from over there to as far down as it will go. Should be around the side. And then let's come see, where's this middle going to be. Go 1-2 spaces back, place down the pipe, turn it into there. And that does look fine. Now this is the crazy part, having placed down all of these just in order to get them correct. And as soon as those pumps turn on, we should be good. Massive increase in power again. Get you out that side. Oh my goodness, I keep falling off. Go over there. This was a little bit too tight, but nonetheless everything is connected up. Everything should be working as soon as we get those connected up. I'm just going to do a temporary connection for now. It's the one I used for this thing. There we go. Now water should be flowing in, coal should be loading, and we should be good. Here comes the coal. Just have to make sure that it's loading out here properly, because this one belt is going to take a lot of drain on the machine here. Let me just come around this side and make sure that everything is... Wait a minute. The little bend over here, that is where it's stuck. That side. So now it should flow out the correct way. Okay, looking good. So that's going to be it for expand the coal power. Now we need to build encased industrial beams. And in order to do that, I have to go and unlock it first. I did go and grab the modular frames we're going to need. The capacity is 825. As long as all of the machines are running, we're going up to 900. I see there's still a bit stuttering over there. Between 900 and... Okay, wait a minute. We're going to get even more. Let's just wait for all of the machines to stabilize and just get themselves working correctly. Let's go and do this unlock. Okay, so this is going to be the very last time that I will ever be overclocking one of the miners, unless we need to overclock a Mark II, which I don't think will be really necessary. But I will have to come and replace them as soon as we get that encased industrial beams in order to do everything. So I just lazily connected everything over this side. And then we're gonna have two constructors on the inside here, doing what we need to make. I think it was about 30. I'm not even completely sure now. Just take a look. I'm gonna have to make concrete. We are going to need 45 in order to make 15. And we are just getting 60 at the moment. You know what, let me just get everything the way it should be. Turn it up to 15 again. I'll even overclock that limestone just a tiny bit more in order to get everything working. But for now, all I just want to do is get everything connected up, because I'm running a bit low on the time now. So just get you connected with the Mark 1 belt. I'm just going to use a Mark 2 just for in case. That is going to have to be placed around the side. Then let's use the conveyor lift Mark 2. Just turn it that way. Please tell me that's going to work. Might just have to add a tiny little belt over there, but that will work. Get a Mark 2. Oh my goodness, just get the right one. Lift is a Mark 2, so everything should be running good. Is this belt a Mark 2 as well? No, it's not. Just speed it up a tiny bit. You has a Mark 2 as well. Just redo this entire belt, then we'll quickly go and set up the assembler. See what we can do. Come and work out everything. Just a moment. Okay, so we are gonna have 45 for 2 machines. Oh my goodness, not 52. 2 machines. So we need to get to 90. Let's come and see if we can overclock this thing like that. So if we set it over to 90, we're gonna get 75 parts. That's not gonna be enough. Oh my goodness. But it will be a start. I'll see what I can do to get another limestone node. And also the power is fluctuating quite a bit. It drops down to 900 megawatt and goes up to, I think it's 1050 that I've seen so far. So I definitely have to go and take a look at what's going on over that side. No point in using the cable over there. Right, so that should be it for this. Let's just connect it all up to power as well. This is going to be the last thing that we do. So over that side, I think I might need to add the power connection just across from this for now. It's a run around. So then you also need to be connected, so I can do it over there. Just as a temporary measure. I don't have any poles over this side. There's one really far away over there. Let's just place it on that one. I think it should be fine. So we're not going to make the versatile framework. What we are doing is going to be encased industrial beam. So in order to get 6 a minute, we need 30 concrete. That we're doing in the building next door. And then also we need 24 of these steel beams. The one that I really want to use. And I also have to come and do those containers. Because now we got a nice little big one. So I have to do that. But let's come and take a look. We got 10, we got 20. So we are making 30 per minute. And we need to send out 24. That is just gonna leave us with 6. That's not a lot at all. But I'm not gonna care too much about how I split it out from over here. Just gonna do this temporary to save up a bit of these materials so we can go and get the miners changed in the next episode. And get our things running nice and good. So I do hope you enjoyed the steel production. And I hope to see you there in the next one. Alpha Blazed out.